The Yang Gang. I didn't know if that was something that you referred to like your family as and it kind of spilled into the campaign, or?
No, it bubbled up organically. We had supporters who just started calling themselves the Yang Gang and using the hashtag, and then we're like, all right, I guess it's the Yang Gang, and it really stuck.
Now, what about the Yang Gang dance moves? I saw a TikTok video on Twitter. Is this going to be a regular thing, or is it really an exhausted move?
I hope that the Yang Gang has more dance moves than I do.
Hey, I thought they were pretty good. No judgment, no judgment.
Oh, thanks, Carrie. It means a lot.
Why are you running for president?
I'm running for president because we're going through the greatest economic transformation in our country's history, what people are calling the fourth industrial revolution. And I'm running to let America know that it's not immigrants that are causing these problems, it's technology. And the fact that Amazon's closing 30% of our stores and malls, self-driving trucks are around the corner, artificial intelligence is real and just starting to creep into companies. And that if we don't solve these problems, then we're going to be left chasing the symptoms instead of the disease. To me, the reason why Donald Trump's our president today is that we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in the Midwest. And unfortunately, what we did to those jobs, we're about to do to millions of other jobs.
I thought it was interesting, though, how you got to this idea of a universal basic income, and it really was driven largely by your family situation.
Yeah, my wife is at home right now with our 2 boys, one of whom is autistic, and her work counts at 0 in our economic measurements. And a higher minimum wage would also do nothing for her or the 10 million stay-at-home moms around the country. And so if we know that this is some of the most important work that anyone's ever going to do, then we should have a mechanism in place that recognizes that work and caregiving and nurturing for people who have relatives at any age and stage that require care. So a universal basic income of $1,000 a month would be a game changer for millions of American families, and we can make it happen right now in 2020.
You say by dipping into those who aren't paying a lot of taxes and are making a lot of money.
Yeah, Amazon, trillion-dollar tech company, closing 30% of our stores and malls, paying 0 in taxes. So think about that. How the heck did Amazon pay less in taxes than every single one of us? And that is not sustainable. If we give ourselves, the American people, our fair share of every Amazon sale, every Google search, every Facebook ad, every robot truck mile, we can generate hundreds of billions in new revenue that can pay for the dividend very quickly.
What do you think's not getting communicated to voters about you, especially when it's such a crowded debate stage?
I think if someone turns on the TV and sees me on the debate stage, they think something like tech gazillionaire or something along those lines. The fact is, I've run a nonprofit for the last 7 years. I live a very normal life. Certainly not a gazillionaire or anything like that. You know, so I think if people dug into my family and our day-to-day lives, they would see themselves in it very much so. I mean, I'm the son of immigrants. I feel like I've gotten so much from this country. My parents came here to create a better life for my brother and me, and it worked out. And now I feel like we don't understand what's happening to us. We're scapegoating immigrants for problems immigrants have nothing to do with. And our journalists and leaders don't understand technology and its intersection with the economy well enough to be able to explain what's happening to us, to people. And so I hope Americans look at me as just like a parent and an American who just saw what was happening to our country and needed to do something about it.
As the son of immigrants, as a minority, you don't really talk a lot about identity politics, though.
I think identity politics at this point is separating us from each other more than it's bringing us together. I mean, as a son of immigrants and the first Asian American man to run for president as a Democrat, I'm acutely proud of my heritage. But I think that we have to bring people together, and leaning into identity politics does not strike me as a very productive way to do that. You know, you have to try and balance it out. For this campaign, I'm running in the way that's most natural to me. And to the extent that I can bring Americans together of every background, that's the goal.
Andrew Yang, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Carrie.
I really
appreciate
it.